So one of the best parts of using Lightroom is the fact that we can see our edits on the go, and we can go from desktop, which is where I'm working now, and then we can view it on, this is a screen capture of my phone. So if I'm on my phone, I could choose this image and you can see the edits that we did on this one. I can go back and choose this exact same image here. Now, if I go and I make some changes, so I also have it on my iPad, which I'll switch to in a minute. And it's basically the same process. The buttons are in different places, but you'll be able to see that along the bottom here is the masking, the healing, the crop, which is exactly what we have here. And then your basic edits are here in this next over here. Let me move this over. I was trying to do it on my screen. So then we have auto, light, color. They're all shown here. Okay. And I can see them this way. So, and then I can switch. The thing is with the, when you're working on your mobile, so let's see if I'll switch to my iPad. All right, so this is my iPad and it's exact same kind of setup as, let me go back. So then I'll go back to this image here. And you can see that all of my menus are on the side here. Okay, so if I make a change, let me switch this back to my phone and see if it actually does it. Oh yeah, awesome. Okay, sometimes it gets stuck. So this is the phone version. So if I go over here and let's say we make some changes. So I'm gonna go in here. We had a mask. Let's choose the sky, or yeah, we'll choose the sky. So we'll choose this mask here and we'll change the color of the sky. So we got this kind of like bluey teal sky now, right? And if I wanted to, I could create a version of this. So if I go out of the mask into basic, I could go here to version and I could click on this version. Okay, I'm gonna go back first though. I'm not gonna create, I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna Command Z, or Command Z or Z. So I'm gonna save a version at this point with this blue. So I'll click on the versions and I'm gonna click here and I'm gonna say blue sky. Okay, create. So now I have that blue sky version and now I can go into that mask. So I'll go into the mask and I'll select this sky, right? And then we could change the color of it to more of a tealy sky. Okay, just a little bit, just a titch of teal. Okay, and then if I come back into here, now I can create a titch of teal version. So I'll go create and I'll say teal sky. Okay. And then, awesome. So now we have the blue, we have the teal. And so I have these versions. And if I look on my phone, so I'm going to go to the teal, right? Let's go back to my phone. So I'm going to click on this. And then I'm going to look at my phone and wait and see if it updates. It hasn't changed yet, but it will. But I can go into versions and look at that. So I have the teal version right here. I have the blue version and I have the original version, blue sky or my teal. So I can click on them and there they are. Isn't that awesome? And now it's been updated. You can see that now I'm seeing the teal. And if I wanted to, I'd go back to this image here and I'll go back to this one and I'll say, no, I prefer the blue sky. So I'm going to go off that image. If I go back to my phone, you'll see that if I go through here and I go back, eventually it will, I'm trying to click on my thing again. Eventually it will go back to the blue because that's where I've left it here. I've decided to stick with that. So I'll go back to this guy. And if I view my phone, eventually my phone will show it as blue. And there it is, back to blue again. So pretty awesome. You can edit on the fly as you go. It's fantastic. Now, the one thing with mobile though is you need to be in the edit tab. So if you click on this edit, you can see that there's rate and review. So if I wanted to star this image, I could do that here. So 5-star, right? Or I could do a flag instead. And then also activity, so I can see things and I could actually share this and look at my comments from people. So if I wanted to share this image, I could share it with you, which is pretty nice because you can share it with coworkers and they can say, yeah, that's a perfect image. Yes, use that one, right? Or I like that one, but can you color correct it? Or you lean towards more to the teals and the oranges, or the blues and the reds. Whatever they want, you can share these comments back and forth and chat with each other, with your coworkers, which is pretty nice. There's keywording. So if you had some keywords, you could add keywords here. And then keywords, of course, is a great way to be able to find your images again. So, but you can title it. You can put your copyright in here. So if you wanted to add your name and stuff like that, you can add it through the copyright here. And so if I click on copyright, I could put in here, Jason LaChance, something like that, right? So if it was my image, and then boom, that would have my name in the copyright. Or we can title it going ocular or scope, whatever you want to call it. Telescope. Okay, done. Now, if I want to edit this image, I need to go back to info, and then I go back to edit. I keep clicking my mouse on the actual thing, but it's actually my phone that I need to do. So then if I switch this back over to my iPad, you can see that same thing with here. Now, if I look at my image here, and I can see this image, and I can see that it's the name of it is owen.dng, right? Here it is. And I can go full screen. And if full screen on the iPad is not seeing, like, this is the desktop version. So if I minimize that, you can see that I can go full screen on my iPad and then just click, and all your editing tools will come back. So you click on the image and it goes full screen, which is pretty awesome. So working on the iPad is really nice. Actually, it's almost like working on the desktop. Now, there's also a third. I'm going to put this back to my phone. That's awesome too. I like that. All right. And then there is, if I go back to the desktop here, so I'm going to bring back the desktop version that we have. And I'm going to bring back our little over here, and I'm going to go to my profile. So I can click on, if I want to edit my profile. So you want to change your picture or change this picture. I took this from the roof of the VCC, stitched it together. Could use some edits. That was 100 years ago in 2014, I think I did it. Anyway, if I wanted to change my profile, it's going to take me to another version of Lightroom. So we have this version, which is Lightroom, Photoshop Lightroom, which is on your mobile, and it's all connected. And then also, you don't even have to have the Lightroom app. You can actually access Lightroom through the web. So if I go to edit my profile, it's going to send me, here it is. It opens my browser, and lo and behold, now I'm in a different version of Lightroom. I'm in the web version, and you can see that now here's my name asking me to change my profile. I click out of this, and now I'm in the web version. So I can actually start to edit and all my photos. If I know the URL, I could even just sign in and then put my name. You can see here that there's a URL with my name, VCC, Jason LaChance. So I could actually sign into the web version and then just sign in with my Adobe ID, allowing me to access Lightroom from anybody's computer. So you can work on your photos if you're borrowing your mom's laptop or your friend's laptop. And you'll see the edits happen here. Now, there's a few things that are a little bit different, but not too many. Like, it's pretty exactly the same. So you'll see that I have my photo edits here. There's our color ones. Here they all are, right? And I can click on this and go into it. I can click on my edits here, and this is all on the web version. So it's pretty much exactly the same setup as Lightroom desktop, which is here, right? Lightroom icon, or the web version, which is now in my browser. And then, of course, we have the phone and the iPad.